Hi there, welcome to the Happy Chicken Coop YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about what exactly is a broody hen and how to stop it. But before I get into that, if you find the content that we've been putting out valuable, if you find it helpful, if you find it informative, please subscribe, and as well as share the YouTube videos that you find helpful. Please be sure to also subscribe to our website, thehappychickencoop.com. All right, without further ado, let's get into it. So your hen is broody. Your hen is squawking whenever you approach her, and she won't leave her nesting box. This is a sign that your hen could be broody. It's not that she's ill, it's just that she wants to lay chicks. If you aren't planning on having chicks, this can be problematic because the hen in question will stop laying eggs. So certain breeds of chickens are more likely to turn broody. Now let's take a look at how to spot a broody hen and what you can do to stop her from being broody. So first off, what is a broody hen? A broody hen is a hen that wants its eggs to hatch. She will sit on top of her eggs and others which she's stolen all day long in an attempt to hatch them. Clearly, if there's no rooster involved, then the eggs won't be fertile, and she can sit on top of the eggs for the rest of her life, but they still won't hatch. There's no exact science exactly what makes a hen go broody. It's a combination of its hormones, instinct, and maturity. If you've never seen a broody hen before, you might be wondering, how do I know if a hen is broody or not? Once you've seen the signs, you'll be able to pretty much pick it out going forward. She'll stay in her nesting box all day, or her nest. She won't go back to the roost, even with the rest of the chickens at nighttime. A broody hen will normally become very territorial over her nest. This includes puffing her feathers and squawking at anything that tries to get near her. She will peck and try to bite you if you try to move her, so make sure to wear gloves if you need to move her. She also may pick out her breast feathers, so her body's heat is passed through to the eggs. Now, if you want to raise chicks, then having a broody hen is probably perfect for you because they're nature's best incubator. If you don't want chicks and you're just trying to have chickens for their eggs and you haven't invested in a rooster, then you're like most of us, and having a broody hen is problematic because not only will she stop laying eggs, but she can cause other hens to also turn broody, and then all your egg production comes to a screeching halt. So you can leave her to brood, and after 21 days, she should snap out of it. However, in our experience, they won't, and they need to be broken out of it. So how to stop a broody hen? The best way to stop a broody hen is for it to have never happened in the first place, because there are several things that you can do to reduce the chances of your hen turning broody. The first thing to do is remove the eggs out of the nesting box as soon as they've been laid. Secondly, please don't allow the hens into the nesting box after laying their eggs that day. Now, unless you are around your girls 24/7, both of these options are not very practical, and you'll probably find yourself with a broody hen at some point. So what do you do in that situation? Well, you have lots of options. You can break her broodiness without doing any emotional damage to her, so don't worry about that. Let's go over a couple things that you can do. So number one, you can remove her from the nesting box. So you just pick her up out of the nest and drop her off with the rest of the chickens in the pen. You can do this at the same time as you're feeding them for maximum effect. As we previously noted, broody hens can bite, so be sure to wear gloves when you're doing this. Keep an eye on the hen because she might go straight back to the nesting box. And then just repeat this several times each day to try and break her. Number two, block off her nesting box. If she keeps returning to the nesting box after several days, it's time to up the ante. So what you would do is you'd move her from the nesting box as you've already been doing, except once she's out, you block the specific nesting box she's staying in. Maybe put a piece of wood to the entrance. Also remove the nesting straw out of the box to further dampen her spirits, just if it is able to break in. Number three, you can make her roost again. If she's still broody, then what you can do is, just as it's going dark and your hens go back to the coop to roost, take your broody hen from her nest and place her with the other chickens roosting. Chances are she won't be brave enough to risk moving in the dark back to the nesting box. Number four, use frozen vegetables. When a hen is broody, we've heard that several people have placed bags of frozen vegetables underneath their hen. I particularly have not tried this, because when a hen is broody, they do this because their body temperature rises, so reducing it with a bag of frozen vegetables will sometimes send a message to their brain that they aren't broody anymore. Number five, bring out the broody buster. So let's say you've tried everything. All you would need is a cage, and with a wire bottom to it, you can use a dog or cat carrier, so a dog or cat cage. Cut cut the bottom out and replace it with chicken wire. Make sure the cage doesn't have anything in there except food and water. This means no bedding. Place the cage on a raised base with either blocks or pieces of wood, and then put the hen in there for about 3 days. She lays an egg before this, then let her out if she isn't broody anymore. Just make sure to keep the cage somewhere with lots of natural daylight, because again, if you want your chicken to lay eggs, I've said in a previous video, is they need at least 14 hours of daylight. So that's super important. After 3 days, let the hen out and watch her to see if she goes back to the nesting box or socialize with the rest of the flock. If she socializes, then you've done it, you've broken her broodiness. So let's answer this question as well. When do hens go broody? It's hard to say exactly when they will go broody, and you certainly can never predict it. You also can't make a hen go broody. So it's a combination of their hormones, instinct, and maturity, like we said. However, with all that being said, your hens are also most likely to go broody in the spring, as they need warm weather to raise chicks. It's quite rare for hens to go broody during freezing winter weather. Also, an important note to make is certain breeds, like we said before, are much more likely to go broody than others, and those breeds are Cochins, Buff Orpingtons, and Silkies. Well, that's going to do it for us here at the Happy Chicken Coop YouTube channel. Again, if you find our content valuable, if you find it informative, if you find it helpful, please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share it with your friends. If you know someone else who's raising chickens, you may have had a conversation with them and they have a broody hen, or if they have some other issues that we've talked about on our YouTube channel, share the YouTube channel so we can help them out as well. With that, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you soon.